Para Benga Jamuro Dalara Jike, Loge di Wigale, Niragulehi. Samba Buneni Rubami Adamiwa Nato, Danzava Logami da Azamanamami. Bodha Nara Zamozarana Dida Dambenya Badiba Judia Wihadanda Karam. Hadavi Gamanra Dewa Hida Wahanda Wanda Vigaruniga Megamananda Nyanam. Agila Guna Nida Noyo Mune no Bagandawa Wanamizi Vedanawo Zenyadana Nigedan Taima Gusala Chedan Dama Jagam Bawodo Damadula Mabigana Wanadeya Namami Suji Bari Waridan Suruji Rababahiradan Siri Wisra Layan Gubida Mindri Hubidan Rawi Zazimana Babudi Laganoba Jaidan Suranara Bujidan Zugada Madara Namami Mego Lumbina Muabdigaza di Olola Vijay Sansa Rogandari Damabia Barabadam Bajanam Dana Lina Azamazrana Ega Dedan Badedan Unya Gedam Brahma Zugaran Dhamarajan Namami Gandama Mule Brahida Garoyo Munendo Nizeno Ejira Ziganena Zubaga Agulan Nagijalam Dojala Danza Muni Biji Dambadihira Agazi One day dance Dam Brahma Radijan Ididame Hubidam Today, Godhika Thera Parinibbāna. What to the story of Venerable Godhika Thera's Parinibbāna from DHAMMAPADA. Tesaṃ sampannasīlānaṃ Appamādavihārinaṃ Sammadaññā vimuttānaṃ Māro maggaṃ vindati. Māra never finds the path of the truly virtuous, who abide in heedfulness and are freed by perfect knowledge. You can also read in Myanmar. This Dhamma Desana was taught by the Buddha when he was living at Veluvana monastery near Rajagaha city, with a reference to Venerable Godhika's Nibbāna. You know, one day, Venerable Godhika Thera was living at Kalasila mountain in Isikili, Kalasila monastery and Isikili mountain. Kalasila, black stone mat monastery. It has in the mountain of Isikili. What is Isikili? Isi means hermit or Pachita Buddha. Kili means they swallow. What happened? You know, the story, the history of the Isikili mountain. During the Pachita Buddha times, Paduma Devi had 500 Pachita Buddha. Her sons, 500 sons. Paduma Devi Queen has 500 sons. Is it? Or Mahāpaduma Pachita Buddha. You see? Later, they became all 500 sons of Paduma Devi became Pachita Buddha, individuals Buddhas. They went to the cities or village for unschooled. After having the meal, then they fly to this mountain, Isikili mountains. They stay with their Nibbāna attainment in this mountain for whole days. It will never come out for whole day. Is it? Or the next day, maybe when the Pandavada times, they come out and they went to the village or cities for unschooled. After having the meal, then they flew to this mountain and they disappear completely, 500 Pachita Buddha. That is why many people think, oh, this mountain swallow the Pachita Buddha. Then in Pali, Isikili, the mountain is swallowing the Isi Pachita Buddha. That's why this mountain is called Isikili mountain. There's a one, the black stone mat, black stone cave. Maybe it may be mountain, it may be monastery in this mountain. There are a lot of black stone cave or black stone mat, etc. Then many bhikkhu are living in this mountain and practice meditation or something like this. Is it? Then in some monastery in Sri Lanka, like Chaitala Chitupa Boa or the ancient mountain, they also have many black cave, stone cave or stone mat, etc. They are also usually black color. Not so black, but brown or black color, like this. Is it? And this is called Kalasila or Kalasila monastery, black stone mat monastery. When he was practicing meditation in black stone cave, what happened? Appamādavihārinaṃ, he is very diligent. Appamādavihārinaṃ, he is very mindful. He is not negligent. Okay, he is very urgent. He is very heedful. Adabi, be careful. Meditator show has those qualities. Appamādavihārinaṃ, he is mindful. Adabi, he is very diligent, not lazy. I haven't attained yet. I will never stop with my practice. Or they have such kinds of intention. They are very energetic. They are very diligent. Pahidado, they send their mind towards Nibbāna. Okay, they are going to Nibbāna. That is why they already send their minds to Nibbāna first. Then they go to Nibbāna. As long as they haven't reached Nibbāna yet, they will never stop this journey, this way. That means they have already sent their mind to Nibbāna. This is called Pahidado. Then what happened? During this period, then he also practiced vipassana meditation based on jhana meditation. He has jhana attainment. Then he entered into jhana attainment, emerging from jhana's concentration. Then he contemplates nama rupa, pay attention, they are arising impression. He practiced vipassana meditation. Then what happened? At that time, he feels very peaceful. His mind is liberated from defilements, or temporarily, or sometimes for a long time, like this. Is it? But he also has a kind of disease in his body, which is following for his life. That means he practiced meditation, he attained jhana's concentration. Based on jhana's concentration, he also practiced vipassana meditation. From time to time, his disease from his body appear. Disease from his body appear. At that time, maybe his concentration disappear. He fell away from the concentration. Is it? Sometimes like this. But when he is healthy, then he could enter into jhana. Based on jhana's concentration, he could practice vipassana meditation. He have higher level of vipassana knowledge already in this way. But during this time, he entered into jhana attainment. Imagine from jhana, he also practiced vipassana diligently. At that time, he has highest vipassana knowledge. But because of his disease in his body, then it disturbed, afflicted him. What happened? Then when he entered into jhana attainment, imagine from jhana, he contemplated vipassana. Then second time, okay, in the same way. Then after some time, his concentration disappeared because of his disease. Is it? One time, and into jhana, imagine from he contemplated vipassana. But when he is doing in this way, then because of his disease, his concentration dropped out. Jhana's concentration falling away from his mind. Then his concentration disappeared. One time. Then second time also, okay, when he is energetic, when he recovers from his illness, then he also entered into jhana. That time also okay. Imagine from jhana, he contemplates vipassana. But after some time, his concentration disappeared. Or in this way, what happened? About 6 times. Is it? Then 6 times, especially he entered into jhana for 6 times. Although he wants to stay in jhana for a long time, but because of his disease, then jhana disappeared from jhana attainment disappeared. He cannot maintain his jhana attainment according to his wishes. Is it? Then after 6 times, the 3rd time, he could enter into jhana. Then he sure is in jhana's condition. Then he thought to himself, previously I entered into jhanas for 6 times. Because of my disease, the jhana attained disappeared. My concentration dropped down. If I'm dying without jhana attainment, my next existence, future existence is not sure where I will be reborn. Is it? But if I die with the jhana attainment, sure, I will be reborn in Brahma realms. Then he decided that time, now I could enter into jhana attainment, then I will die with jhana attainment to be sure with my future existence. Is it? Then he decided to be suicide. Is it? Then he trying to keep himself. What happened? Okay, I am going to kill myself. I am going to be suicide myself. Then what happened? Then he trying to lie down in his bed. Then he also take the razor, then the knife to be shaven, to shave his hair. Then he entered into jhana for the third time. After that, what happened? With jhana attainment, he trying to cut his throat, his windpipe with the knife, very sharp knife, razor. What happened? Then he passed away. Is it? He passed away. Okay. He trying to cut his throat. During this time, what happened? Before his suicide, Māra also know. Māra, our very famous devotee Māra. Even sometimes our devotee Saka also ran away because of Māra. Is it? The Māra is very powerful to disturb. He is a Satan, is it? Satan or something like that. He is a destroyer. He has many names and bad name. Also evil one. Evil one. You are evil one. You are timber. You are Satan. You are the destroyer, etc. Many different kinds of name. He is famous. Like how to call Osama bin Laden, etc. Is it? He trying to destroy those who are practicing meditation, etc. That is why he is famous with the bad name. Then he know Venerable Godhika going to be suicide. He were trying to keep himself. Then Ayam Bhikkhu Satan Aharitu Kama, he is going to keep himself with the knife. Satan Aharando Aratambi Babunandi. Satan Aharando Kobana Jiwiti Nirapeko Hondi. Going to be suicide himself. That means he has no attachments to his life. Is it? He has no attachment to his life. Then te vipassana patapetva aratambi pabunandi. If he had no attachment to his life, he is also practicing vipassana meditation. He has higher level of vipassana knowledges. Then if he contemplates vipassana with this mind, without attachment, even he may attain arhata knowledge. Is it? Sajaha etan warapesami na metan grace. His intention is, he doesn't want other people to escape from suffering. Doesn't want other people, other beings to attain Nibbāna. He understands Godhika Thera is practicing meditation every day. He also has higher vipassana knowledge. Now he has no attachment to his life, even his life. Then he is going to be suicide. Then at that time he will contemplate vipassana. Then even he may attain arhataship, arhatapala. That is why he doesn't want Venerable Godhika to attain arhatapala, to become arhanta. Is it? Oh, this is his intention. Then what happened? I was trying to prevent not to be suicide or not to keep himself. If I prevent him not to be suicide himself, but he will not obey my word. Then what happened? Sattharam Vadapesami, I will go to the Buddha to inform. I will ask the Buddha to prevent not to be suicide. Then This is his intention. Then what happened? Then he create another like a man's body, and then he approached the Buddha. But when he approached the Buddha, he didn't approach as the Deva. He disguised as a man, etc. Is it? Then what he said is here, Mahāvīra, mahāpaññā, Iddhiyā, yasa jala, sabha vera baya dhīrā, pade wanda mi chekuma. Oh, you know, actually, he disliked the Buddha. But now, he want to request something from the Buddha. That is why he praised the Buddha with the stanza, you know, Mahāvīra, the Buddha who has great effort. Oh, mahāpaññā, who has great wisdom. Buddha who has great wisdom. Iddhiyā, yasa jala, who have, you know, the great power, psychic power. Yasa, who is very famous. Well, sabha vera bhayatita pade wandami chakumar, you know, who overcome all enemies. Pade wandami chakumar, who have, you know, many different kinds of eyes, you know, Western eye, divine eyes, etc. Pade wandami, I'm bound to the feet of the Buddha. Oh, by composing the Buddha's quality, then he says to the Buddha, is it? He is the Buddha, even in this sutta only. Very difficult to find his composition, you know, the composed description of the Buddha's quality. But now he described a lot of the Buddha's quality here. Is it? Why? He wants to request from the Buddha's something. Then after that, he said, after paying homage to the Buddha, Sāvagoti Mahāvīra Marana Bhibu Akengati Chetayati Dani Seda Jutendara. Oh, also the same. The Buddha who have great effort and wisdom, great light. You know, one of your disciples trying to kill himself, trying to be suicide. Then he informed the Buddha. Then after that, what happened? Katahi Bhagavad Toshan, Sawako Sasane Rato, Abada Manaso Seko Kalankiriya Jane Sutta. He composed many Buddha's quality with many different words here. Is it? Then, one day, your disciple is going to kill himself. He is delightful in sadhana, your sadhana. Now he is still practicing meditation. He haven't attained any maggaṃ Nibbāna attainment yet. Abada mana so sekomi. Okay, what he said is he already became sekha actually like this, but not yet. Okay, abada mana so without attainment of arahata phala. Why he want to die himself? He want to die. It is not so useful. What he says, okay, he should practice to become arahanta fast. Then without attainment of arahata phala, it is not so useful to die. What he says like this, is it? Your disciple Godhika is delightful in sadhana. He is happy in sadhana. Now he is going to kill himself without attainment or arahantship. It is not so beneficial to die. Please go and prevent, not to keep himself. He requested the Buddha. Is it? By reciting 3 stanzas. He also composed the Buddha's quality a lot in those stanzas. Is it? Then when he is informing the Buddha in this way, you know, Godhika Thera already trying to be suicide. he already killed himself with a knife. Is it? Then the Buddha also understood, oh, this person is Māra, not man. He disguised as a man here. Then the Buddha also answered by reciting one stanza. Evaṃ hi dhīrā kubbanti nāva kinkhanti jīvitaṃ samūlaṃ dana mabbaṃ Godhika pari Nibbāna Godhika pari Nibbāna. You know, the white person are doing in this way. They don't have attachment to even their life. Is it? Why? Samūlaṃ dana mabbaṃ. They already dana together with the root or craving. Is it? So Godhika took final Nibbāna. He attained Nibbāna, final Nibbāna. He destroyed the craving and all defilements. After that, he passed away with the Arahata Phala attainment. He attained final Nibbāna. The Buddha answered in this way. Is it? Then that time, the Buddha also know Godhika already passed away with the Arahata Phala attainment. Then the Buddha went to this Kalatila monastery together with many bhikkhu sanghas to burn his body to make the funeral of Venerable Godhika. Is it? Then usually after burning their body, after funeral, the Buddha asked the bhikkhu sangha or devotee to make the relic Iddhiyās or arahanta. That is when the Buddha went to Godhika's passing away place, Kalasila monastery, together with bhikkhu sangha. At that time, you know, the Māra was also searching for Venerable Godhika's Patisandhi Vijnana. He also know Venerable Godhika already passed away, where he was born, where he is reborn again. Then he was searching for Venerable Godhika's Patisandhi Vijnana by creating, you know, a group of smoke, like a group of smoke, or a group of the make or the darkness in the sky. Then, you know, the sun or smoke or a group of darkness are moving here and there, like this. Is it? Then this is Māra. Sometimes you can see in the sky a group of smoke or a group of the darkness. Then Māra is making some problem. Is it? Here he is searching for Venerable Godhika's Patisandhi Vijnana here and there. Is it? At that time. Then the Buddha also saw this condition. Then the Buddha showed bhikkhu sangha. Oh, bhikkhu, do you see a group of smoke, cloud, or a group of the, you know, make all the darkness in the sky, moving here and there? Yes, Venerable Sir. Oh, this is Māra. Māra is searching for Godhika's Patisandhi Vijnana, where he is existing, where he was born, in which he was born, in which existence. He is searching for Godhika's Patisandhi Vijnana. And the Buddha answered. Then the Buddha says to the bhikkhu sangha. At that time, the bhikkhu sangha also asked where Venerable Godhika was born Bandi. Then the Buddha answered, Godhika Thera took Nibbāna, he attained Nibbāna, final Nibbāna. His Patisandhi Vijnana will not exist in any existences. Is it? He will not take Patisandhi in any existence. He became Arahanta. He already completely ceased his suffering, his fight without remainder. That is why Māra cannot find his Patisandhi where he was born. Then saying that at the time, you know, he couldn't find Godhika, then what happened? He disguised as a boy. Then he came to the Buddha taking his instrumental, one salute. Is it? A kind of guitar. Taking his guitar to the Buddha. He put his guitar in his armpit. Like this, is it? Then he disguised. One day, in search for Godhika's Patisandhi where he was. Patisandhi where he was born, or he asked the Buddha. Then the Buddha answered, yo dhīrā dhīti sampannō jāyi jana rato sada ahorata nuyongjan jivitan anikamayan. What is the meaning? Dhīrā, Godhika is wise man. Dhīti sampannō, he has concentration, jhana attainment. Jayi, he used to stay in the jhana. Jhana rato, he is delightful in jhana attainment. All the times, even day and night. Is it? Anuyongjan jivita anikamaya, he also practiced vipassana meditation diligently. Then he has no attachment to his life, his 5 aggregates. Is it? Chetavana mejuno sena anagandwa puna bhavam samulan dana mabhonsha Godhika prinabuddha. Then he won the king of death. King of death. Then he destroyed the craving together with root. Then he took final Nibbāna. Then he will never return to any existence. The Buddha answered by reciting those stanzas. Then what happened? He was disappointed with this answer. Actually, Māra's intention is he doesn't want other people to escape from suffering, to realize Nibbāna. Is it? If someone is enjoying with the sensual pleasure, no problem. He is happy with this condition. That is why he has to create many sensual things in the world. Is it? The many things he creates. Many religions also, they persuade people with the sensual enjoyment. This is those kinds of religion maybe created by Māra. Some religion, they trying to encourage people to kill each other. Is it? This is also, okay, he is happy, no problem. They cannot escape from samsara. They cannot realize Nibbāna if they are doing it in this way. Such kinds of religions also, sure. Is it? That is why where there's a Buddhist, they are trying to attain Nibbāna, they try to escape from suffering. At that time, Māra dislike. That is why they also trying to destroy. Now having problem in Myanmar or Sri Lanka. This is because of Māra. Why? They are practicing meditation diligently. At that time, some may realize Nibbāna. He doesn't want. That is why he make many problems in those countries. Is it? If something happen within you, then maybe Māra is disturbing me. Then I should not follow his desire. I only just practice my meditation to escape from the enemy of Māra. Or you should try in this way. Is it? Then when the Buddha say Godhika took final Nibbāna, you cannot find his Patisandhi everywhere. Then when the Buddha answered in this way, then he was disappointed with this answer. Then then what happened? Tassa soka bredasa vinakecha abhasata tatoso domano yako tatewa andra dayati. Then as soon as he heard the Buddha's answer, then his flute, the Gita came down from his armpit. Then what happened? Then with the disappointed mind, then he disappeared from the Buddha. Oh, like this, is it? Then the Buddha also says, Kinde papima Godhikasa kulasa Nibbāna, the evil ones. It is not beneficial by searching for Godhika's existing place. Tasahi Nibbāna Thanan Tumma Dizana Satambi Sasampi Tatum Nasekoti. Although you are powerful, like you 100 or 1,000%, you can try to find Godhika's existing place. You will never be find his existing place. Okay? Then where he took final Nibbāna, or where he took the Patisanti Vijnana, etc. Then he took final Nibbāna, Māra cannot find his existing place. Or the Buddha, by saying this, the Buddha also recite this stanza, Tesaṃ sampannasīlānaṃ Appamādavihārinaṃ Sammadaññā vimuttānaṃ Māro maggaṃ vindati. Oh, easy. You can see. Sampannasīlānaṃ. They have sila. They already fulfill sila. They mean sila sekha. They already practice sila not to break. Is it? Then Appamādavihārinaṃ. They live with the heedfulness. They are very diligent, not negligence. Oh, they used to stay with the sati. That means they used to stay with Dhamma objects only. They practice meditation diligently. Sammadaññā vimuttānaṃ. Oh, they also already realize 10 level, or they also already realize Nibbāna. Vimuttānaṃ, their mind already liberated from defilements. Step by step, at the beginning, Dringa, Pahana, they destroy the defilements, they remove the defilement temporarily for some time. Another one, when they attain jhana, or they can remove the defilements for a long time. Then when they practice vipassana, they attain maggaṃ, then maggaṃ can completely destroy the respective defilement. Or that's why it's a samuccedapana. They completely remove the defilement with their path knowledge. But they pasanti vimutti, later when they attain Nibbāna, they can enter into flasamapati. At that time, or they also escape from defilement. Next sarana vimutti, they completely escape from the defilement after taking final Nibbāna. Is it? Then, like this. Sammadaññā vimuttānaṃ Māro maggaṃ now vindati. For such kinds of person, there are such kinds of person. Māra cannot find their way. Māra cannot find where they are existing. Is it? Māro maggaṃ now vindati. They cannot understand, they cannot find, they cannot know their existing place. Or the Buddha says this stanza. Then at the end of the stanza, many become Sotapanna, etc. Is it? Then Venerable Godhika, sometimes it also happened during the Buddha time. When they are practicing meditation, they have such kinds of problem, kinds of disease, very difficult to be patient with this. That time, they also trying to kill themselves, trying to be suicide themselves. But they are practicing vipassana up to higher level, then nearly passing away. What happened? They attain Nibbāna, or they become Arahanta. Or such kinds of Arahanta is called Sammasīti Arahanta. As soon as they attain Arahanta stage, or they also pass away, or they attain Nibbāna and pass away together as Arahanta. This is called Sammasiti Arahanta. But very rare, but we can find in the text maybe a few bhikkhus we can find, like Godhika, another maybe Chana, and another one. Only just 3. Sammasiti Arahanta. Okay? But you have no such cancer of disease, don't do this. Only just practice meditation, is it? Only just practice meditation. Sure, if someone follow this way, will not be Arahanta. Only will pass away with the, the fearful mind. Will not attain Nibbāna, even may fall into foolful state. Then be careful not to do the society. Then by knowing the venerable Godhika stanza, the Buddha says, although Māra is powerful, he cannot find the Arahanta's existing place. That is why, if you want to hide from the Māra, then you try to attain Nibbāna. When you attain Nibbāna, you can hide from Māra. Why? You can stay with the Nibbāna object. At that time, Māra cannot disturb you. If you are staying with the defilement, then you are already in domain of Māra. Is it? Scope of Māra, already Māra occupied. Not only Māra, he also have a lot of his followers. That is why be careful. Now there are many problems in the world regarding the kilesa. Lobha, dosa, moha, they are fighting each other. Actually, they are fighting each other. They are creating a lot of with the sword of Māra. Be careful. Okay? Then if you wish to escape from Māra's disturbance, what should you do? Only just put your mind inside the meditation objects. Then he cannot disturb. Finally, you realize Nibbāna. Then, even you realize Nibbāna, but when you are living in Nibbāna attainment, no problem, he cannot disturb. But when you are out of Nibbāna, if there's a defilement, may disturb, even he can disturb Venerable Ananda. Is it? Sometimes. But when you attain Arahata path knowledge, at that time, Māra can never disturb, can never be disturbed. Then you completely escape from Māra's domain, Māra's disturbance. But although you are still Puthojana, if you stay with the meditation attainment, also you are the out of control of Māra, don't worry. Then practice in this way to attain Nibbāna, maybe even to practice to attain Nibbāna. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, Nibbāna pasya hotu. Sadhu, sadhu anumodami. Sadhu anumoditavam. Kamami kamitavam. Sukhi hotu, Nibbāna pasya hotu.